so far, we are at a very, very critical moment for the world, entire world, and for women in particular. If you look at issues of climate change, you look at issues of conflict, and also the huge pushback that we are noticing now on the progress that women have made in previous decades, with the rise of conservatism, religious and traditional themes around the world, and particularly in Africa. It makes this year very, very critical. The other thing that is important is that the financial system is failing women. If you look at how much we spend in terms of supporting women, it's less than 4% of the ODA. And at the same time, if you look at the number of women that are out of work compared to men, it's huge. 61% of working force women are in the working force, while it's like almost 90% for men. This shows that women are left behind. Now, what is the solution? We take the opportunity of this International Women's Day to draw the attention of government, civil society, private sector, traditional leaders, that we need to invest more in women. We need to give more voice to women to participate in decision making. We need to ensure that budget allocation at government level, whether it's at state or local level, address issues of women. How do we do that? We make more election system more friendly to women so that they can access to decision-making positions. And we also ensure that when there is a consultation on what is needed for local development, national development processes, that they are involved. And finally, we need to increase income for women. How much are women making compared to men? And making income is not just bare business. It's also to improve the environment that will allow women businesses to strive. For instance, the fiscal policy, the employment policy, the digital gap that we need to bridge, and also how we ensure that access to credit, access to finance is made easier for women, particularly in the rural area. As we know, women are confined in the informal sector, and how do we ensure that these businesses in the informal sector can grow? Let me end by addressing one final issue, which is social protection. We have seen a lot of women going out of business because they use the resources of their business for social issues, whether it's education, whether it's health, etc. So by providing an environment of protection for women, in fact, what we are doing is to support their businesses. And talking about conflict, you'll notice, for instance, that more than 50% of women currently live in areas affected by conflict. From DRC to Sudan, Mozambique, etc. We are talking about a series of conflicts that are preventing women from engaging into economic and political activities. What needs to be done is very simple. Number one, we need to involve women into mediation and prevention of conflict, so that women who have the capacity to contribute their token to the resolution of conflict at local level before they turn into national or regional conflicts.